I was jamming at the club Saint-Germain. That was on the left bank. And this gentleman...
In Paris.
In Paris,
yes.
yeah. And this gentleman was in, this was in 1949, the beginning. And this gentleman by the name of Anders Berman, he came, into the club, and he was jamming, he played drums. And then when he was finished, he asked me, he said, would you like to come to Sweden and make 12 sides? I said, yeah, I'd love to. He said, okay, I'll send you a plane ticket. I said, I don't want to fly. He said, well, how do you want to? I said, a train. He said, all right. So I went on a train and then went on a ferry and got there. And so I did, 10 or 11 things, sides. And then they wanted to do one more song. They said, well, what would you like to do? I said, well, how about I'm in the Mood for Love? He says, okay. So he didn't have an arrangement, so he had to go to the John. So he went to the John and sketched it out while he was there, and he came back. We did it, and I had Lars Gullen. He had his old beat-up silver alto down there. And in those days, you would play another person's horn, but you don't do it now, So I said, you mind if I play that? He said, no. And we did it in one take.
One take?
One take. Now, check this out, Camille.
You could call me Camille.
No. No.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Cosby, check this out. I was, I was playing tenor all the while. So this was alto. So now, when they said bang, I said da 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 dee da dee da dee da. They said, you must have been inspired. I said, hell, I was trying to find the note because I'm playing alto now. And that's how it happened.
That's how it
That's right.
So you have been playing tenor all along. This was an alto, and you were trying to find that.
Yeah, because it was another key. Yeah.
And how was it distributed?
Well, Metronome Record Company from Stockholm, they distributed it, they gave it to Prestige. And Prestige, they put it out.
Prestige in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then it became a hit.
Yeah.
Was it a surprise?
Well, first of all, I didn't know what a hit was. So, and Mrs. Cosby, check this out. I had let's see, when I came back from Europe, the guy looked at me and said, you want a Cadillac? I said, Cadillac? I said, Mother, they want to give me a Cadillac. And my mother said, son, people don't give you anything for nothing. She said, watch it, whatever I wanted. So, but these were agents trying to get me, see? So anyway, I remember I had to get a septet and have the same arrangement that I had, and I had to learn that solo to play it. So I never will forget the Victrola that my mother used to play Jimmy Lunsford and Chick Webb, everybody on. I had on the record of me playing it, and I'm trying to learn it back so I could play it. Yeah, because I'd have to play it 2-3 times a night. And then when Eddie Jefferson put the lyric to it, I had to, we had to do that 2 or 3 times a night. I was telling Honey, said we were going to Detroit, Michigan, and there was a snowstorm, and the snow was up to your eyeballs. Mrs. Cosby, I don't see how anybody would have gone out. And when we were 3 hours late when we got there, the place was jam-packed.
Oh, they wanted to hear Moody's Mood for Love.
Moody's Mood for Love.
It has been a continuous hit. It is so familiar to many people around the world, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And like I said before, Queen Latifah she just did it.
And she should.
Beautiful voice.
Yes.
And
good.
you know what? Her producer told me that he heard her sing Lush Life.
Yes.
And he said, and he heard her sing that, and he wanted her to sing Moody's Mood for Love. And she really did a wonderful job on it. She did it her way, and it's something.
So Eddie Jefferson wrote the lyrics.
He wrote the lyrics. King Pleasure was the first one to sing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
He was the first one to sing it, and then you know, his name was Clarence Beeks. But what he did was he had a throne made, and he'd be in the club on his throne. He'd sit there and sing "The Mood is Moved for Love," King Pleasure.